Welcome to Spotlight on Zimbabwe with me, Violet Gonda. With the proclamation of the official date for Zimbabwe's polls, the election process proper limped across the start line, already wounded by constitutional contraventions, procedural anomalies, and ZEC malfeasance. President Mnangagwa slammed the door on any possible electoral amendments, even though a bill was being fast-tracked through Parliament. But overlooking legislative and constitutional requirements has been common practice throughout the run-up to this year's elections. In February, the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission presented a delimitation report to the president for his assent based on the initial report of the country's national census. It should have been based on the final census report, which is yet to be published. Nonetheless, the president accepted this flawed report. In addition, the commission used the wrong formula to divide the constituencies equally amongst the population, as outlined in the Constitution.
Absolutely nothing went wrong. We used our discretion in the manner that we were supposed to use it in terms of the Constitution.
ZEC has refused to make available the electronic version of the voters' roll. Stakeholders will have no means of determining if the final figures of votes per constituency that will be announced by ZEC after votes are tallied are even in line with the voters' roll. Competing in the elections is not cheap either, with $20,000 for presidential candidate and $1,000 per constituency candidate. Opposition parties like the CCC have to raise over $250,000 United States dollars to compete. And judging by the money already invested in vehicles and regalia by ZANU-PF and their access to state coffers, this will present no problems. Despite these critical factors weighing against the CCC, the party is not considering a boycott. And once they have competed in the elections, they cannot then complain about the process if they lose. The only option would be to present evidence of rigging to the electoral court, showing that they did in fact win. A court that has a historic bias against opposition appeals.